facing one of the heavyweights tonight.
At the center position, 6'11", number 25.
Seems like we've been here before. Yes, it is Groundhog Day. And we welcome you to this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. And here we can check out the story for him.
And, guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Powell is out there with James. Then it's Tatum. Then there's Randolph. And it's Jackson, and at the 3, the small forward. And for Philadelphia, they've got Jalen Williams. He's out there with Filipowski. And it's George in at the point. Hey, Clark, in tonight's game, what are you watching closely?
Well, the thing that jumps out at me, Kevin, is the guard matchup. I mean, both teams have tremendous backcourts, and I really think whoever is able to win or control that battle is going to win the game. Here we go.
And so here we go, the 76ers to start it. One thing to keep in mind is a storyline tonight. MP, as you may know, wants to win Defensive Player of the Year. And to do that, you've got to show up every single night in this league.
Yeah, MP has certainly made his mark on D. The biggest thing I've noticed, the effort he puts in. He doesn't lose focus, plays hard. He's always played under control. That's a kind of cool confidence that can really rattle shooters.
Now Williams, after the missed 3 from James. Outside Williams. Pass to Furphy. Connects from three-point range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, Kevin, I was able to talk with Nick Nurse for a minute. He knows how much Jason Tatum can impact the game. And Coach told me Tatum has improved the way he reads the game, how he responds to a defense. He's faster. That means we have to be crisp with how we rotate and send a double. Not a lot of wiggle room on the floor when Tatum is processing information. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thanks. Kicks it out to James. Lets it go with a 3. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
There they go. Finally able to drop one in on their 4th try.
Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's George. His last outing with 20 points. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking. I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
And here's George after the three-pointer from James. Here's Furphy. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Powell pulls it in.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Furphy. Here's Filipowski. George with the ball. Clock at 6. Shot to stop the run. The rebound by James. Lakers leading by 3. Outside Tatum. There's the 3. And there's Jackson on the assist by Tatum.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And we'll take a chance now to honor the Western Conference Player of the Month, the Great One.
Well, you just look at the scoring he's provided and the numbers he has put up, and it's a no-brainer. Rarely does someone carry an offense this much and not walk away with some form of hardware for their efforts.
Outside Williams. Good on the triple.
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
James kicks to Jackson. And another basket for the Lakers.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's Furphy. George passes to Filipowski. Here's Lindemann. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
Down low. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand pull punch.
And Philadelphia has possession after the miss from James. And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Here's Filipowski, guarded by Powell. Furphy.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Not one second chance bucket allowed. That is finishing off good defense.
James outside. Drives to the hoop. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Here's Furphy. 23 points his last outing. They get it back.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
Back to James. For the 3. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that. if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Can't cash in from close range.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Powell with the steal. Outside Randolph. Pass to Jackson. From deep, James. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Lindemann. Makes it off the glass.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They have a 9-point lead.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Now, here is George. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Furphy. Over to the left wing. 4 on the clock. The deep 3 from George. Powell pulls it in.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never waned.
Furphy, no good.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
James looking around. And the 3 ball is good. James has got 24 points.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Lindemann, no good. They had a chance to end the run there.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively. Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here. They look to me to be a bit sluggish.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. The great one in that last game against the Timberwolves had a huge game. He scored an amazing number of points.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is tell what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
76ers foul. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Lakers.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them. They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass. Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Jacks up a 3, and it's good. He's made 2 for every one he's missed. 10 of 15 in the contest.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Great positioning on the putback.
What hustle on the offensive glass, finding ways to capitalize, paying off that hard work.
Duncan trying to break loose, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight. We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide-open look.
Here's James, and they double up James. Lakers passing it around. And he overshot that one, missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Shoots it up. The shot's good from Lawson. And here is James. A three ball. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They have been sharp from beyond the arc, putting on a terrific three-point shooting display. We've got more in store for you right after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Lakers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, they've got James. Carl is out there with Reed. Then there's Duncan. And it's Hendricks in at the small forward position. He lobs it up. And what a play. Just snatched out of the air. Credit the block.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort. He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
And we played through the first minute here in the second. Inside, here's Lindemann, and the rejection by James. For three,